You see the title. Today I'll be pitching Big Hero 6 to Marvel rivals. You may be surprised to hear that Big Hero 6 is actually a Marvel IP, and since Disney owns Marvel Entertainment, they made an animated movie about them. So, without further ado, let's jump right into these 6 heroes. To start things off, we got Baymax as a Vanguard. A lot of people would expect him to be a strategist since his main goal is to support those around him, but taking a look at him and his armor, it's easy to see he fits the tank category well. He would primarily be a melee-based Vanguard since martial arts were uploaded to his memory. He can fly with his wings as one ability, with another allowing him to shoot out his fists that detonate as projectiles. 2 on cooldown since he has 2 fists. His passive could be an armor up that gives him and his allies an additional 150 HP for a short period of time if below 50% health, since he is a healthcare robot, of course. Finally, for his ultimate, he pretty much gains access to a meteor strike that stuns everyone in the AoE. Fred is the next obvious Vanguard. He dresses up as Godzilla for crying out loud. He'll also be a melee brawler tank using his claws. One of his abilities would be a tail kick that does a huge amount of knockback and stuns if the target comes into contact with the surface behind them. This can attack multiple targets and launch them all backwards. Think Doomfist Rocket Punch. His second ability will be a super jump that allows him to once again stun anyone in the AoE. I also want him to have a mix of both Hulk's and the Thing's jump, where he can charge a horizontal jump, and if Fred lands near an ally, they get 50 shields and reduce damage for 3 seconds. This would be bound to his jump input. Finally, for his ultimate, he gets an unlimited flamethrower that does burning damage when inflicted over time and lasts for 15 seconds. Go-Go is my go-to duelist. She's reminiscent of Tracer, but with some tweaks that I think work better. Her passive gives her a speed boost, which allows her to run on walls, only when out of combat. Her primary will come as a resource meter cooldown of throwing 4 discs. Another ability will come in the form of a dash attack. As she blitzes past her enemies, she does damage, which is nice to finish off any opponents. If you get an elimination, it resets the dash cooldown. For her ultimate, she unlocks a super speed ability, allowing her to go twice as fast with unlimited disc throws for a short period of time. Dashes will be locked during the ultimate. Wasabi is the second duelist I have. He's clearly a melee DPS, but what makes him unique is the ability to destroy incoming projectiles with his primary fire. His primary fire is swinging his plasma-bladed arms. He would play similarly to Wolverine in a sense. One ability would give him a projectile by combining his 2 plasma blades into one huge horizontal crescent slash as he crosses his arms and swings them outwards. This would be like Magic's ability. His second ability would be a 360-degree spin with both of his plasma blades out, doing damage and knockback to anyone caught in it. Finally, for his ultimate, he would gain access to unlimited plasma crescent blades, where every time he does a primary fire, it shoots out a plasma projectile crescent, while making contact with the blade gains a damage boost. Honey Lemon is 1000% a strategist with her chemical balls. Her primary fire would be throwing these balls, but with a twist. She can choose which ones to throw, from ice, acid, explosive, goo, or bounce. She would be a mix between Squirrel Girl and Mantis. If you land 2 ice shots in a row, the enemy freezes for about half a second. Landing 2 acid shots initiates burning damage from the acid inflicted over 1 second. Think of how Ana does damage over time instead of instantly with her primary fire. Each explosive shot will explode on contact with knockback as an added effect. Landing 2 goo shots causes the enemy to be slowed for 2 seconds. Each bouncing shot will allow for the ball to ricochet across up to 3 surfaces. To reduce the spam, this will be put on a cooldown cycle where Honey Lemon has to wait 12 seconds before she can pick a different projectile variant. For her first ability, she gets to throw chemical balls to boost her teammates' speed and boost damage. Her second ability allows her to throw chemical balls to heal her allies. Her third ability will allow her to make a bubble shield that can be thrown to protect allies while simultaneously healing them. Her ultimate would allow her to pretty much throw everything she has: freezing, slowing, burning, exploding, and bouncing shots, while simultaneously healing and speeding up her team while boosting their damage. Honey Lemon is quickly becoming a very broken hero. Finally, the star of the show. Hiro Hamada is 100% the brains behind this operation, therefore filling the role of strategist. He's unique in the sense that his kit would revolve mainly around his microbots. I think he would actually play similarly to Ultron and Spider-Man, which is a unique combination if I do say so myself. He can throw microbots as an ability like the web shot with 5 at disposal that recharge over time. These microbots do damage on contact and are stackable up to 2 per enemy. The microbots increase the damage the enemies take from allies, and markers are shown similar to Black Panther's for his dash reset. Microbots stay on an enemy for 3 seconds. You can also heal your allies from the same microbot resource, similar to Mantis. I think it would be hilarious if Hiro had an ability like Spider-Man's web reel, so I think he should be given a microbot hand that builds and slams an enemy with microbots attached. This would be on a 15-second cooldown, so it could be a nice finisher. His primary fire would just be him throwing punches, but he gains a unique quick melee on enemies with microbots attached that forms a giant microbot hand and lands a stronger melee than the regular primary fire. This would be on a 7-second cooldown, so as not to be spammed. His final ability would allow him to make ramps out of microbots, similar to May's ice wall. This can help his team reach high ground and can be broken at the press of a button so enemies don't follow. His ultimate would be him flying around with the help of the microbots while shooting microbots to do both damage and healing. Pretty much identical to Ultron's ultimate. Yeah, Hiro is going to be a menace in this game. Big Hero 6 definitely works perfectly as a team, so I think it would be great to see some team ups between them, just to keep things interesting. To start off, we got Baymax and Hiro. As seen in the movie, Hiro often flies on Baymax's back, which is exactly where we are going with this. Hiro unlocks the ability to fly on Baymax's back just like in the movie. Now, to give right back to Baymax, I think it would be awesome to see Hiro give Baymax an unlimited fist projectile for 5 seconds, just like how we saw Doctor Strange unlock that ability for Scarlet Witch. On to the next team up. I got Fred and Wasabi. Wasabi would act as the anchor, where he gives Fred a plasma fire breather ability. This would only be 5 seconds long, but pretty much an enhanced version of his ultimate with plasma fire. Fred acts as the anchor as well and gives Wasabi increased movement with a plasma leap. He can leap forward just like Wolverine and finish off with a flurry of swings from his bladed arms. They both touch up on each other's weaknesses, one with more damage and the other with more mobility. Honey Lemon and Go-Go definitely need a team up. Go-Go unlocks a unique passive that stacks on her regular speed boost passive. She now gets a trail that either burns, freezes, or slows at random. This would mean that Go-Go skates are now coated in chemicals from Honey Lemon and leave a trail of said effect behind her that lasts for 1 second or so. With Go-Go on the team, Honey Lemon now gains access to another ability to make jump pads out of goo. This would be like Lifeweaver's pedal and will help both teams gain access to high ground. Now, to wrap up the team ups, I want to make one if the entire team is Big Hero 6. Baymax can now gain an armor upgrade where he becomes immovable. Fred gains a new passive where once he loses his health, he goes back to being a human with a sign, although he can throw it as a short-range boomerang to charge up his ultimate to go back into the kaiju suit, sort of like Diva and Hulk. Go-Go can now absorb damage with her discs as a shield, giving her a damage boost for the next 4 shots. Wasabi gains a charge attack, where he runs forward while absorbing damage and charging a slam just like the Thing, where the more damage he takes, the stronger the slam. Honey Lemon can now throw AoE balls, where if she throws chemical balls of ice, goo, or acid on the ground, it creates a small pool of that chemical and grows the more she throws. This will create an AoE based on the chemical, so ice would make a freezing surface, goo would make a slowing surface, and acid would make a burning surface which lasts up to 5 seconds. Hiro gains a Microbot Stun, allowing him to summon Microbots to hold an enemy to the ground for 3 seconds unless attacked or cleansed. That pretty much sums up the team-ups. I absolutely love Big Hero 6 and can't wait to see the day they come to Marvel Rivals, and I absolutely believe they should. They fit the theme of this game entirely and would enhance the gameplay and synergy of the game altogether. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, from the abilities I gave each character to the different team-up mechanics I included. I really want to know what you guys think and if I should keep making videos like this for different teams in Marvel history in future videos. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and thank you guys for watching. Catch y'all in the next one.